Hello, assalamu alaikum. This is Abdul Latif Khayat again. I did 4 sessions in this series about 10 of Jawdat Said's works, and this is session 5. This time it is not a book, it is a long preface by Jawdat Said to a pleading published by a man called Mhd Ali, who around 1920 30, he was pleading before the jury in India when the British were occupying. And he was saying, are you asking me to kill Muslims as a soldier? No, there is your order, and you speak of freedom, but here, where is this freedom? I have a master greater than you. And then there will be no obedience to humans as long as they command things against God's commands. And Jawdat Said is writing this preface and shedding much light about many things. One is the division of the world into this two worlds, a world of the rich and traditionally dominating powers, who are only 11%, mostly the white Westerners, and the rest of the world. But that will go. They can speak still of their greatness, and the others being unable to think well, to think this. But things are changing. The veto right will go, but it is a strange thing that the intellectuals don't speak of it. Is it? They in fact crave to have it. They envy the others and wish to have it themselves. That is something strange, and that continues or give permanence to a wrong situation. It must go, and it is going, and it will be going. But the idea of the old traditional things continuing must be spoken about, must be discussed, must be brought to light. He gives the example of a girl in a village near his, Jawdat Said's. That girl committed the sin, and then her brother killed her, and then the family took it. Almost nothing happened, as if nothing happened. They were just accepting it. Women, men, believers, leftists, rightists, everybody. You see here another thing, doctrine. It is like a revealed thing, but it is not from God. It is the culture. The great power of culture is as strong as when we spoke about the Westerners and the old powers with great prestige and giving themselves the high place. So there are powers that must be discussed, and we must use that to our benefit. Things must change. Here there is this faith in God, and there is another thing, another religion working here. And it comes from knowledge. When you want to shake that, when you want to change this picture, you must change your knowledge of things, your view. It is only through the illusions that people are, this is given permanence, this situation. So on the local level and the international level, things can be changed. When you say no, when people can say no, it is not like that. Humans, we are humans, you are humans, that is equal. There is nothing to say that this is higher because he has more money or weapons. Even when they speak of this is our right, no, there's nothing about that. Yes, thank you when you do good, when you do something that is good for mankind, because as the Qur'an teaches us, what is good for humanity will remain, and what is of no value will vanish. This is what the Qur'an tells us, and that gives you great optimism for the future. It is those who don't understand, who hold on to the old illusions, that submit and that just bend and say, okay, sir, and all that. But in fact, the Quran teaches us that what is there is not law. Something inherited from the fathers or the West is not the law. there's something above. People can change, and they must change. You will see, and when you think, for example, of the Soviet Union, how coercion, compulsion, tyranny cannot keep things forever. They must collapse. And it does collapse, and it has collapsed, despite all the weapons that the Soviet Union had. And that must be a lesson that, you cannot boast of your power, of your weapons, because you are a human, and you must be a human and treat people as a human, because there is another thing that gives more happiness. We need another kind of world. Where are the intellectuals that say this, that bring this out and say that, look, humans? It is because of the little they have learned. It is the shallowness of their knowledge that keeps things as they are. But the world is waiting for a different condition, a different situation. In fact, since the revolution, the agricultural revolution, this began. People who manipulate the others and keep and live on the efforts of others and the toiling of others, and those who toiled and worked well but did not reap the fruit of their labor. And he speaks, for example, of weapons. Well, the Muslim world believes in weapons and more weapons, and then it buys, and then it is now it is only scrap, and then they buy more, and then throw it away. And then where is this money pouring? Why our money that we need for the education and medical care of our children and people? Why should it be spent like that? Has weapons ever given us any success? Has it given us a better place? It hasn't, and it must stop. So that is one illusion that has grip on the mind, and because we don't understand and don't study, and Qur'an teaches us from beginning to end to keep vigilant and to keep studying and looking and understanding that what is good, what is for the benefit of people will stay, and what is of no value must vanish. That is the big law. And the people who can say no, and that is wrong and this is right, they must rise and speak. Where is the intellectual? Where are the Muslim scholars that can speak and speak of the law that must be settled? And there must be some law here. There must be something that is higher than you and me, something that we refer to, and that must be drawn from history, from the facts of the real situations, the real facts of life, of humanity, that humans must be on equal footing, and they must act as on equal terms and on common terms. That when it works, there is a different world, there's a happier world, and the Muslims are to blame more than any other party, because they keep back what Qur'an has urged them to go and study the facts of the world and what happened to different nations, what brought them to success and to decline. That must change. Thank you very much.